You were hired for your skills as an engineer, yet every day you do the same shit. Constantly being asked questions by newbies seeking information on X or Y. It disturbs your flow, wastes your time, and let's face it, pisses you off. Most engineers are resigned to this, but there is a way to reduce the pain and stop it screwing with your mind. By the end of this, you will have a clear idea where automation can easily save you 5 to 10 hours a month to allow you to create the kind of work you love. In the mid-90s, I was one of the few people in my company that knew how computers worked. My day was constantly interrupted by admin and mechanical engineers asking very similar questions about PCs and software. Fed up, I wrote 2 pages of FAQs and handed them out to the worst offenders. It was like I'd handed them the keys to a magic portal. It was answering their questions they had already asked but were too embarrassed to ask again. I was briefly popular, but more importantly, it saved me hours of torture every week. One senior engineer I worked with was so bogged down by questions he was working late just to catch up. He set up a single control wiki page for his project. Within 2 weeks, he cut his interrupt-driven hours in half and got his evenings back. But this isn't about creating a better FAQ. This is about building a system that answers the questions for you before they're even asked. Here are the biggest areas where you can start making that happen right now. Area 1. First up is preparing your digital work area. For years, I was stuck on a desktop PC. Every morning was the same slow ritual. Boot up, open Lotus 123, Lotus Notes. Yeah, I'm that old. It wasted time. Then I got a laptop. The magic wasn't the portability, it was the lid. I could close it, and when I reopened it, everything was just there, instantly. That was the light bulb moment. I thought, why can't I have that for specific tasks? So I started writing small scripts to be that open lid for my brain, to instantly launch everything I needed for a deep work session. Think about it. How many clicks and decisions do you waste every morning just getting ready to work? Opening an IDE, finding the right project, pulling up the Jira ticket, the Confluence doc, your specific browser tabs. It's a ritual of friction. This is about coding a launch sequence for your brain. You're going to build a one-click deep work button, and for me that was a simple script. One double click and it opens Ghostwriter and loads the current document. Fires up Chrome with 5 specific tabs I need and starts my focus playlist and slaps Stack into do not disturb mode. I hit it and in 10 seconds I'm in the zone. The mental runway is clear for takeoff. And while we're at it, let's automate your week. Stop building your calendar from scratch every Monday. Create a time blocking template, your ideal skeleton for the week with focus blocks, meeting slots, and admin time already mapped out. Just duplicate it and tweak. You've just automated the planning. This is the set and forget. You build it once and you permanently deleted the daily struggle to even get started. That's not a small win, that's a fundamental upgrade to your operating system. Talking of setting for forgetting, the night before I put my pills on the breakfast table. In the morning, a pint of water on my desk. They're both reminders of what I need. Use triggers to reduce forgetting. And next up is my favourite hack. Using triggers to build an external brain. This is where you stop being a project manager and start being a system architect. We all have that nagging feeling, I need to follow up with Dave on that PR or Jane for the spec. It's mental garbage that clogs your focus. Trying to hold it in your head is like trying to do computer calculus while someone's shouting random numbers at you. It's impossible. The fix? Well, offload it again. This is about setting up automatic triggers. The moment a condition is met, the system kicks in. When a pull request sits in review for 24 hours, your calendar automatically blocks 15 minutes for you to check on it. When a ticket moves to done, it auto sends a Slack message to the stakeholder. And when you send an email with follow-up in the subject, it pings you in 3 days if there's no reply. You're building a nervous system for your work. The system sees a status change and fires a synapse. This is next level. You're not just automating a task, you're dumping the cognitive load. Alright, we've built our external brain. Now let's armor plate it. This is all about notification triage. And the goal isn't to manage the flood, it's to build the levee and redirect the water. Our brains are wired for novelty. Every ping, every notification is a hit of new. I finally quit social media because I realised I was just a lab rat pushing a lever for that hit. The cost had been my focus. Cutting that cord freed up incredible amount of time and mental space. Notification triage. Kill the interruptions. Right now, every ping is a vote on how you spend your attention. An email about a company barbecue has the same power to interrupt you as a critical server alert. That's insane. We're going to fix that with rules and ruthless prioritization. This means setting up filters that act as a sorting office before the mail hits your inbox. Any email where you're just CC'd gets auto-filed to a read later folder. It's not an action, it's for your information. Newsletters, they don't even appear in your inbox. They go straight to a news folder that you can check in your own time. And for Slack or Teams, you stop being available 24/7. You use built-in schedules to automatically enable Do Not Disturb and set your status, focusing during your deep work blocks. The result, your inbox stops being a screaming to-do list that others control. It becomes a sorted queue that you process on your schedule. You've just taken back control of your most valuable asset, your attention. Imagine automatic updates and notifications. Imagine if a book could automatically send you a summary a week after you finished it, just to help you to remember. I would pay for a service like that. That's the power of automatic updates. We're building that for your work. Right now, you and your team are constantly asking each other for status updates. Is it done? Is it ready? You're all wasting energy pulling information. We flip it. We make information push itself. When a ticket moves to done, it automatically posts to the project channel. The team knows it's ready without asking. When a deployment finishes, it pings the stakeholders. The book tells them the story is complete. When a document is approved, it notifies the next person in the workflow. The information moves to the next chapter on its own. This way, you become the author of a system that writes its own updates and not a librarian. So, summaries and dashboards. By now, we've stopped the interruptions and made information move. But you're still potentially checking on things, scrolling through channels, scanning ticket boards. That's reactive. The final piece is to become proactive through curation. This is about summaries and dashboards. Think of it like this. You don't call the weather service every hour for an update. You just glance at the forecast on your phone. It's a digestive, high-level summary of everything you need to know. That's your dashboard. It's a single screen that answers the question, what is the state of my world right now? This could be a daily digest email that lists all completed pull requests and new unassigned bugs. A simple status page that shows the health of your key services. A weekly summary of your sent messages, highlighting any that are still waiting for a reply. You're not building a bigger system, you're building a smarter control panel. Instead of hunting for signals in the noise, the system condenses the noise into a single actionable signal and brings it to you. This is how you shift from being a mechanic in the engine room to the pilot on the bridge, with all your key instruments right in front of you. Okay, the code and deploy cycle. Automate your actual work. Let's state the obvious. You should automate your builds, your tests, your deployments. You know this. But I'm not talking about efficiency anymore. I'm talking about cognitive freedom. Every script you write, every CI/CD pipeline you perfect isn't just saving time, it's removing a mental tax. You're deleting a whole category, did I remember to, and what's the command for, from your brain. This is the ultimate application of everything we covered. Automate the grunt work for your actual job, so your mind is free for the actual engineering. And finally, let's talk about the gateway drug templates and snippets. This isn't the grand finale, it's the absolute bare minimum. A few keystrokes to spit out the standard code block, a common email reply, or a PR description. It's not fancy, but it's the foundation. It trains your brain to spot repetition and kill it. This is where you start, but now you know this is just the first simple step on the path to building a system that truly works for you instead of you working for it. Let's summarize. This is your automation stack. Environmental autopilot. One-click scripts to launch your entire deep work setup. Set and forget. Trigger-based external brain. Automate follow-ups and reminders based on conditions. Forget forgetting. Notification triage. Ruthless rules to sort interruptions before they hit you. Kill the noise. Automatic updates. Make system push status updates so people stop pulling them from you. Information moves itself. Summaries and dashboards. Glance at a curated overview instead of hunting for data. See everything at once. Code and deploy. Automation. Eliminate the mental tax of manual dev work. Free your brain for real engineering. Templates and snippets. The essential foundation for killing small-scale repetition. The bare minimum starting point. The goal is to stop being a reactive person. Become the architect of your own focus. Pick just one of these to implement this week. Don't try to boil the ocean. This is only half the battle. In this video, I show you exactly how I use that save time for deep focus.